Oh, it's a new person. Miss Holiday.
Hello, Holiday.
Hello.
You found the place okay?
Uh-huh. Yes, I did. The 13 goes right up from Belltown. It's $1 with a reduced fare permit.
That's good. I'm glad. So what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing in particular. I wanted to see what all this fuss was about. I'm not crazy, no, not even mentally disturbed.
That's what they all say.
You see those people yelling on the street late at night? They're the ones who need counseling. They need more than counseling, probably. Me, I'm doing fine. My mind's still sharp. I smoke dope. It helps. I'd have it more often, but it's all expensive now. Everything's expensive
to
now.
get some, like,
There's a
weed
nice
off of
young
us or
couple in my
something?
building, though, and they're
that
always
something
sharing,
like
which is
prescribed?
nice of them.
Or
I think they do
suggest?
something with computers, though. I sure don't know what it is. When I moved into the building where I am now, it was $300 a month. Can you imagine?
No, I cannot.
They want to tear it down, of course, the property developers. They already got the building on the corner next to ours, even though it's supposed to be on the historical register. It was going to be added, but there was some delay or something, and then, bam, it's gone. They did some kind of backroom deal with city council, probably. Someone ought to do a big expose, I tell you.
Why do you think someone ought to do a big expose?
Oh, it's rotten all the way up and down. With the new construction going on everywhere, it's just a mess of money and politics. It's always like that, but lately, it's happening faster and faster. I can hardly recognize the place anymore. Every day, I wake up and look out the window and gung, there's another new building going up. I don't even know why they need so many. You ever see those buses they have? I don't mean the metro, I mean those big white buses with no markings on them. You see these young guys with backpacks milling around looking suspicious, staring at their phones, and then one of these big white buses pulls up and they get on. Who knows where they go? Bellevue, Redmond. It's like a secret transport system just for them.
Okay.
I tried talking to one of them once or twice, but they don't want to talk to someone like
Now,
me.
why not?
They don't even talk to each other. Imagine going through the trouble of living in Belltown and then ignoring everything around you. It's an odd thing. It really is. Let me ask you, Eliza. Oh, your name is Eliza, right?
Yes, my name is Eliza. I'm a digital counselor.
Eliza, do you ever do past life regressions on your patients?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
You know, past lives. You hypnotize someone and you get them talking about how they used to be a duchess in a royal family in medieval times or what have you.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
I was just kidding. I don't expect that, no. They don't do that kind of thing these days. When I was little, it was pretty common, at least for a certain set. There was the drug culture, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, all kinds of things. My mother warned me to stay away from those types. She said someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I can sense there's a problem with your aura. Want to see if we can fix that?" And then the next thing you know, he's trying to have sex with you in the back of his van. I believe that might have happened to her at some point. I'm not sure everyone was like that, but you had to be careful. Same as today, I suppose. Those counterculture types would hang out on the university lawns because they were safe from Seattle police there. That's what she told me. Apparently, it was a lot like Golden Gate Park, you know, in San Francisco. Can you imagine that? We're a world away from that time, that's for sure.
If you have a specific problem you'd like to talk to me about, please go ahead. It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, well, you got anything for pain? Specifically, it's my shoulders acting up again. I had some inflammation with them a few months ago, but it settled down. I'd go back to the clinic, but I don't want to pay the copay again, just for them to tell me the same thing they always do. I'd rather talk to you. You're nice, you listen.
Thank you. I do my best to listen to my clients.
See, that's what I like to hear.
Okay, Holiday. I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about fortipran hydrochloride. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. It's a painkiller? I'll try anything once, I suppose. Smoking dope is still my go-to for this kind of thing, but if it can help with my shoulders, then I'm interested.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Sure, I'll let you know if it works. What was it called again?
Oh, God.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
What was the medicine called? Forzapram?
Oh,
I think that was it. I can ask about it at the clinic. Decent enough place. One time I had a doctor there who was very rude to me, though, young man.
Goodbye.
Right. I suppose I ought to let you go now. You got other people to speak to, it looks like. Staying busy. Busy, busy. That's life in this town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
that was so awkward. That was so weird. Well, that was an odd one. Some of what she said confused Eliza's algorithm a bit. Not that it seemed to have mattered much. I think that's it for today. I didn't like that. That night, I head out to meet up with Soren at the restaurant he picked. It's much fancier than I expected. Platz Principal. I don't know French. That could be awkward too. I love how these things always get complicated. That kind of bothered me.
Would you like to start with some fresh oysters?
Say this, we're looking for a problem, but people a lot of times just want someone to talk to. I'm not really an oyster person.
I'm not really an oyster person.
Well, these might change your mind. No? Well,
He must come here often. What a lifestyle.
Evelyn, I've wanted to ask, what brings you back?
Back.
Back to the world, the land of the living. I know you were having a difficult time after what happened.
Sure, I don't know. I guess I thought it was time, finally.
Yes, I understand. Every trauma takes time. Time to heal, or if not heal exactly, at least to move on. And taking action is a good way to do that. So I salute you. You want to do his memory right, don't you?
I already know who they're talking about.
That's not what this is about.
Well, whatever your motivation, your reappearance happens to coincide with a critical time for me. As you saw, I've just split with Skanda in a very public way in order to pursue an entrepreneurial path. Presumably, Raynor's found you as well.
Yeah, he said he wants to speak with me.
It's a war for talent out there. People like you are very much in demand. I'm sure he'll try to make you an offer you can't refuse. That's why I want you to promise me you won't work for that
Why?
asshole.
Asshole. I had no idea you hated Raynor so much. What happened?
What happened? He came in as CEO, that's what happened. So cultured, all the right credentials, Harvard, Goldman Sachs, all that nonsense. A little princeling who was never wanted in his life, never known what it's like to suffer. You don't get even a little upset at that? I do the opposite of what a guy like that wants me to do, just to spite him. That's what my instincts say. And my instincts are what led me to where I am now, standing at the edge of this brand new territory. Direct stimulation, induced dreaming. Can you picture it? Therapeutic reality delivered right through your nervous system.
I don't like
It'll
that.
revolutionize the entire field of mental health, not to mention the applications for productivity, training, entertainment. Imagine the kinds of dreams people would have on demand if they could.
Yeah, potential misuse.
The potential for misuse seems kind of high.
Sure, we'll work on those things. The important thing right now is to build momentum. I have first mover advantage here, but only for a small amount of time. Evelyn, I need a chief engineer, and I can't think of anyone better suited than you. You could be at the vanguard of a whole new field, in on the ground floor of this extremely interesting and potentially very lucrative business. Listen, I know that things were not always the best in the past, and some of those things may have been because of me. Believe me, I'm aware of my own failings better than anyone. And if you're concerned about working for me again for that reason, I'll understand. But I hope you're thinking for yourself on this one. I'm sure there are people who are telling you to ignore me, or that I have the wrong idea, or that I'm dangerous. Whatever you choose to believe, I at least want to offer you the chance to get a demo of this technology. It really does work, and it's really something else. Won't you give it a try?
I'll think about it.
Considering it is all I ask.
Soren smiles, as if remembering a secret.
So, what are you doing after this?
After dinner?
Yes, tonight is... You remember Nora, right? Did you know she's a DJ now?
Yeah, I did. She's the one who told me about your talk.
Oh, she was there too. I should have said hello.
No, I don't think she attended. She just told me about it.
Well, her show is tonight. If we take a car after dinner, we could get there with plenty of time to settle in. It'd be good to support your old friend, don't you think?
Why do you want to go?
Why do you want to go?
No need to be frightened. I mean, I know it's a jouissance, which is...
Which is what?
Oh, you don't know. As a performance space, it has a bit of a theme to it. It's pretty tame, really.
What kind of
They
theme?
take on the aesthetic, but it's not necessarily the whole
What
point
kind
of
of
it. It's for people who want the image of the thing, the trappings, without getting in too deep with the real
And that
culture.
theme
What are you talking
is-
about? What theme?
Oh, I didn't
No.
mention? It's sort of, well, there's a little bit of
I
bondage
fucking knew it.
theme
I
there.
knew it. That's just what I instantly thought. I was like, oh, it's one of those, you know what I mean?
You know, BDSM.
How do you know so much about this?
How do you know so much about this?
It's one of my research areas, in fact.
Yeah, I know it very well. I'm there every
The
Tuesday.
psychology of S&M is fascinating.
Okay. What should I do? But I don't want to go with him. I'm confused because if we say that kind of thing really isn't my scene, does that mean that we're not gonna go? Like, do we have an option to go by ourselves? Because then it's like, I'll go for Nora's sake. So that implies that, like, oh, we're gonna go, but for Nora, obviously. And I want to go for Nora, but like, it's weird to go with this dude. It kind of creeps me out. The fact that he's like, oh, I'm taking you to dinner. And then after dinner, I'm going to talk about this lovely, bondage club. So, I don't know.
I'll go, for Nora's sake.
That's the spirit. It happens to be tonight, so we should seize the moment. Don't worry, it isn't a date. Not unless you
No.
want it to be.
I don't want it to be.
I
Makes
gotta, like,
sense.
just be out front. Like, we're not leading anybody on here.
Well, who knows who I'll run into there.
Okay. Soren drains the rest of his drink.
Let's go after we wrap up here.
I figured out how to stop the text from, like, flowing. How is it possible that I feel old and Soren is acting like he is in his 20s? I haven't been to a concert at a club after dinner in years. We step inside and a blast of warm air hits me. Yeah, and he's like, what, 70 years old? Okay, he's probably not. But he has white hair. It's already bustling with activity here. I don't see any bondage stuff here, though. What was he on about?
I thought you said this was like some S&M club.
Oh, well, they might have taken all of that stuff down since the
It was
last
here
time.
Sure
just
you're remembering
yesterday.
this place correctly?
Actually, would you excuse me for a moment? I want to talk to those people over there.
Soren points at a group of women chatting with each other at the bar.
Are those people you know?
Not currently, but hopefully I can change that.
Alright.
Wait, Soren, I don't know anybody here.
He's already gone. Why is he like this? Abandoned the second I walked in. Okay. Now I have to sit here by myself, acting like I'm cool enough to be here on my own. Great. Alright, let's look around. What's a good drink to get at a place like this? Something strong, I think. I wonder how many of these bands are still around. Hopefully some of them at least. Nora's setup looks pretty simple. Knowing her taste for optimization, I'm sure she's going to use it very effectively. Okay, we got a message. A meeting with Rainer. Oh, right. You are scheduled to meet with Rainer at 9:20 a.m. tomorrow morning. You don't have to check in the front desk. You do not need to sign an NDA as your old one still applies. The meeting is supposed to last about 20 minutes. Let me know questions. Great. Nora almost runs into the table when she sees me.
Evelyn!
Thank goodness I've been rescued.
Oh, I'm so happy you came!
Yeah, I wanted to support you. Soren came too, but he ditched me to chat up some people. He said he thought this was like an S&M club or something.
What? No, it's not like that at all. Where did he get that idea?
I don't know. Maybe he just hoped it was.
Ah, who cares? I wasn't interested in seeing Soren. I wanted to see you!
I wanted to see you too.
I have a little bit of setup left to do. Do you want to come help?
Yeah, I don't know how much of a help that would be.
I'm not sure if I'd be much of a help.
Oh, it's simple. I'll show you.
Nora leads me to the stage area. There are multiple pieces of equipment connected by huge tangles of thick wires. Looking at the setup, I realize I know nothing about electronic music.
Are these modulars?
Some of them. The one over there with all the cables coming out of it, that one is a modular.
They all have cables coming out of them.
This one?
No, the one with the little colored cables on the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure which piece of gear she's talking about.
The others are not modular. They're just regular synthesizers.
Okay, is each one of these going to make a different sound?
Where should we start?
Nora points toward a small plastic keyboard on the table. It's bright red and kind of looks like a toy.
This is an SH-101. It's really hot. I love the sound. It's useful for piercing leads, noises like that. I use it quite a lot.
Piercing
leads. Okay.
Nora points to another, larger synthesizer. This one is black with brown wood paneling on the sides and silver dials on the front.
This is a Moog.
Moog.
You've heard of a Moog, right?
I've heard the name, maybe. It's not Moog? I guess I never heard anyone say it aloud.
Nope. Moog.
Moog, not Moog. Okay. I'm not sure I can handle this all at once.
Nora doesn't hear me. Instead, she holds up a small white silver box. It looks like a wide pencil case with dials and little blue lights on it.
Surely you know about this one. It's a Roland TB-303. The acid house sound.
Yeah, why does she think that we know anything about DJing? No.
Acid house.
It's just as well. This is not an ordinary model, of course.
Nora points at some words on the front panel. Devilfish.
The Devilfish 303 is a modified, upgraded version of the original. A guy in Australia does it. Oh, they're really awesome.
Aftermarket modifications for electronic music gear. This is a seriously whole world in itself.
Evelyn, why don't I teach you some of these things? It might do you some good to learn something new. You could come over sometime and we could make some noise together.
So I guess.
Sounds like a fun time.
Nora plugs in some more cables, creating a spaghetti-like arrangement that stretches across the entire table.
All right, that should do it. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
No problem.
Time for me to shake this place into the ground.
Nora disappears into the back to get ready. Meanwhile, Soren returns from his conversation at the bar looking slightly dispirited.
Time for the main event. Funny to see Nora like this, isn't it? Oh, she's come a long way from the timid junior programmer I remember. Interesting stage name, too. Little Sappho. You know what Sappho indicates, don't you?
No, I don't.
Sappho? What's a Sappho?
Oh, okay. Of course you know. That was a silly question. I apologize.
I'm not going to know what that is. Nora comes back on stage, ready to start her set for real now. People are cheering for her already. It seems like she really got a following here. Nora begins to press buttons on her equipment. For a while, everything is silent. The temperature in here seems to get even hotter. Then noise begins to flow from the speakers as the crowd cheers again. It's harsh noise, distorted, glitchy.
Did you know Nora was capable of creating work like this?
No, I had no idea.
I mean, I didn't know anything about
I'm as surprised as anyone.
Soren can't stop a weird smile forming on his lips. Maybe he thinks I can't see him in the dark, or maybe he's just lost in the moment.
I thought she was wonderful before, but now...
The music builds with a huge thumping noise. It's chaotic, but has a certain logic to it. Feels like Nora is leading us somewhere. The anticipation builds and builds. Then it happens, totally without warning. Wow, Nora, goodness. This bass is really intense. I forgot why I don't go to concerts anymore. It feels like it's going through my body, vibrating my sternum with an instrument. It's a slow beat, measured. There's something about that feels sensual. Maybe I should say horny. Yeah, this beat is it's just lewd somehow. How could a piece of music feel so dirty? It sounds like a robot stuck grind or something. Nora looks busy operating her equipment. I have no idea what she's doing to create these sounds. Every once in a while, though, she glances at the crowd, a smug curl on her lips. Then she looks my direction with the same smile. Her eyes seem to ask me, so, what do you think? But as I meet her gaze, I'm too overwhelmed to send any particular message. Can't think of anything except that it's loud. I feel like I'm dissociated. So if you go to concerts, I feel like they're being obliterated by sound. It's not bad for me. Some people in the club really do look like they're in a trance. It's pretty amazing. I had really no idea that Nora has kind of energy inside of her. I remember she was a good programmer, someone who wants to do a good job. But this power, where did that all come from? The noises crash together, collapsing on top of each other, but they still make sense. The crowd is dancing, united, electric. Somehow I feel like Nora is running me ragged without even touching me. I might need another drink. As the performance winds on late into the night, I stop trying so hard to process what's going on and just let things happen. It's fine. I don't always need to understand what I'm hearing or seeing. It's too big, too loud to interpret anyway. Soren disappeared at some point. I don't care. Everything is churning, sloshing, washing over. Wave breaking onto a rocky shore and dash into mist. Okay. Wait, where is this? Oh, it's home. I'm not sure how I got here. Good that I'm here though, right? Here in bed? Oh wait, I remember now. I took a car. Everything's fine. I guess I did it then. I went out and did a thing. That was fun, I think. It was nice to see Nora. I don't think my body is very happy with me right now, though. Ugh. I think I'll just close my eyes and rest for another second before I get ready for bed properly.